Hi folks, it's Ed and CryptoBurb speaking. Welcome to today's short Bitcoin USD chart analysis. Well, Bitcoin is trading at the levels unseen since 2020. This is quite an exceptional journey because we definitely deviated heavily to the upside towards $70,000 almost, and already made about 70% decline off the peak, 70% retracement, kind of like which classifies that as definitely a heavy, deep and bear market. Historically, however, we tend to see Bitcoin oscillations and deviations to the downside measured off the peak to around 80-90%. This is where the historical market cycle troughs came in. While looking at the technical pattern right now for Bitcoin, we're moving in sort of descending triangle. This descending declining triangle definitely is not the most positive aspect for Bitcoin right now because we are looking and observing this major decline after and below that. Okay, so the pattern broke down. This is not really a good technical case for a bullish setup for Bitcoin. The bulls are definitely not secure or not protected here. And in fact, the bears are moving along with this major dominant tendency in the market has shown for this year so far. And really, there is a risk of 40% decline and collapse, even from the current levels, if you think about that, right? Because we not only expose ourselves as the industry, as Bitcoin, to the overall miners capitulation would tend to perform, with huge supply pressures, with huge selling pressure at discounted Bitcoin rates, really having unprofitable business. So eventually, if they don't really commit to running an unprofitable business anymore, they can sell off. They may need to sell off to cover their expenses and their losses, which means that it can trigger a cascade of sell-offs. And that cascade of sell-offs may be additionally taken from here because it's on the bearish side of the chart pattern of this descending triangle. So this descending triangle so far reminds me and resembles a lot of continuation insights to the downside. So if it is to be achieved for the final target, for the final objective for this descending triangle, then I would argue that the measured move taking the 7,500s lows and the swing high at $25,000, this puts us at the risk of Bitcoin falling towards $10,000, 10,000, 15, 10,500, 11,000, regardless. We also have a technical objective of a breakout around $12,000. So this definitely puts a lot of interest, right? We don't know whether or not we're going to get there. However, this very distinct and significant correlation coefficient reaching the levels at minus 0.84 unseen since 2019, right? The last time we saw this strongly negative correlation coefficient results on a 7-week basis in 2019, well, then this tells me that stocks will continue to outperform most likely Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will continue to underperform. This is not really the good situation for the bulls. This drains the capital out of Bitcoin and puts it in the markets that perform better, which is the stocks. So here again, the technical setup, the overall intermarket correlation setup is not really looking promising either. Still high rates, high inflation, and overall high energy prices are putting miners underwater, are putting a lot of pressures on the traders, which can trigger eventually the cascade of the sell-offs, the chain reaction, which can trigger the final capitulation spike, the one that we saw with the miners capitulation from $6,000 down to $3,000 in 2018. Whether it will happen or not, we'll see. I'm not here to tell you the future, but we definitely know for one that the setup is not looking promising, right? So if the bulls are ready to take over, they better do it immediately. On another note, I'm here to tell you that only for the next couple of hours until today's midnight UTC, until today expires, until today daily close, you can access our accredited trade education for the cost of one Starbucks coffee a day or less. And if you follow, there is a special guarantee, 110% never lose guarantee, that if you follow the program for 14 days and don't get any successful call from me or my team, I'll get you $100 or a special free strategy session, 15-minute worth of $371 to help you out, figure out what's wrong and how you can improve there. You can use the special codes for a limited discount that is expiring in less than 5 hours from now. This is exceptional situation. We cannot wait for latecomers. If you're late, you just missed this. So don't miss it. Apply the Black Burp 25 and other coupons at your checkout for lower rates. Don't forget about 10% off any order with cryptocurrency payments. We promote crypto industry, and definitely go for it before it expires.